Hi, my name is Gibson, and I'm the creator of the Personal Development School. This is your daily breakthrough video, and in this video, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how the anxious, preoccupied attachment style individual copes with the experience of loneliness and what their relationship to loneliness is really all about and what some of the root causes are. So if you want to do a deeper dive into this as an anxious, preoccupied individual, I highly recommend checking out for free for 7 days our Overcoming Loneliness course. We talk about reprogramming the fear of rejection. We talk about ways of bonding more deeply in relationships and also about healthy interdependence, which will allow you to have a healthier relationship internally to self, which will actually promote a more connected relationship outside of yourself. And we're going to talk about that a little bit more in this video today. So you can click the link in the description box below if you want access to that course for free for 7 days and the workbook and exercises and all that good stuff. But let's start by just discussing this concept. So loneliness has so much more to do with the quality of our relationships and connections as opposed to the quantity of connections that we have in our lives. And what I often see with the anxious, preoccupied individual is loneliness is a very conscious experience for them. We may see fearful avoidance, for example, it's more of a subconscious experience. They can only really retrieve it if they're super aware. For dismissive avoidance, it's almost an unconscious experience. It's almost repressed so deeply into the mind that the dismissive avoidance have a hard time even recognizing that they feel lonely. And with anxious, preoccupied individuals, it's definitely not the case. They really notice their feelings when they feel lonely, they hurt, they suffer, and they may try to numb some of their feelings, but when they have this urge to numb or to escape those negative emotions, they usually do this by trying to further attach or connect with other people. And this is because anxious, preoccupied individuals tend to be more disempowered in the relationship with themselves when it comes to being able to actually meet their own needs. Now, what this does is it creates this really sort of challenging situation because usually the root cause that the anxious, preoccupied feels lonely is because they don't have quality of connection. They may have quantity of connection, but not quality. And they don't have that quality because they don't know themselves well enough and know their needs well enough to be able to effectively articulate them to others. They may know their connection needs quite well. They want somebody around them who's loving or supportive, but they don't know their personal needs, what drives them, what really inspires them in their lives, what things are really intrinsically meaningful to them. And they usually feel out of relationship to meeting their own needs, which gives them sort of like, it's almost like everybody else has a head start in their ability to get their needs met, right? Like if you compare this, for example, to other attachment styles, fearful avoidance, dismissive avoidance, securely attached people, they usually have some kind of good, healthy set of strategies, even if it's touch and go, even if it's not in the best forms, usually some kind of strategy to meet their own needs and to feel like they can rely on themselves to do so. Whereas APs really feel disempowered there subconsciously. And so they need a lot more connection from people outside of them because everybody else has a head start in their ability to give connection to themselves, whereas the AP doesn't really in the same way. And so when the anxious, preoccupied person feels lonely, usually they go more into a panicked state or mode. And at worst, sometimes we'll see anxious, preoccupied individuals spend time around people that are not actually fulfilling to them, that bring them down, that are critical, that are mean or unhealthy in their lives, just because they'd rather be with that kind of person and have some kind of connection in their lives than be by themselves. And so the need that the anxious, preoccupied has and the way of actually solving for this has a lot more to do with them being able to spend time getting into relationship to self, introspecting, knowing who they truly are, strengthening their sense of self-identity by understanding their different traits and values and personality needs and needs in relationships in general, but being able to articulate them in healthy ways, having a healthy, positive relationship to their emotions and strengthening their ability to self-soothe. And through doing that, an empowering relationship to self, that's actually the best thing you can do for relationships with others. Now, we have a strengthening self-identity course you can also check out for 7 days for free that goes really into all those different facets and helps you to reprogram your relationship to self at a subconscious level by understanding these things, by going through it, introspecting, and then creating a mission and vision for your life from everything that you learn about yourself through that course. So I just want to really highlight here this major theme for anxious, preoccupied individuals specifically, which is that so much of coping with loneliness and overcoming loneliness has to do with showing up in the relationship to yourself first, getting to know yourself, understanding yourself, being able to meet your own needs, and then being able to start from a space where you're also unwilling to settle for things less than what you deserve from other people in relationships. And you can afford to be a little more picky and choosy and set boundaries with people that may be unhealthy or just not a fit for you in your life, because you trust your own capacity to show up and meet some of your own needs, which then allows you to be able to take that extra time to sort of, vet out who is the right fit for you. So I hope this makes a whole lot of sense. Healthy interdependence, breaking codependent patterns are also super important. And again, we have a lot of those courses in PDS. If you do the all access membership pass for 7 days, you can check out those courses too, for free for that 7-day period, and sort of see where you want to get started specifically. So I hope this makes a lot of sense. Thank you so much for being here and for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video.